This is something I've been trying to talk a lot about with students who have a lot of like the technical capacity, but their musical phrasing is maybe underdeveloped. Phrases are usually much longer than people treat them. Let's try to point this out. So that right there was the start of the second phrase. There was a call, there was a response. And with SoHyang, I'm so sorry if I'm butchering the name, you can appreciate how in the beginning there is an intended destination. And that's an excellent way to kind of be dramatic at the very, very start of the next phrase. We've had, so far, lovely legato, lovely long phrases, for a couple now, and instead of doing that over and over and over again, which can get boring, she's made a very strong decision to provide contrast. And so the next phrase starts out a little punched, which is intentional and it's a good thing. Right? And by the way, when I'm saying punch, musically, she's not like punching it with her voice, right? Wow, that's beautiful. That was a journey right there. The phrasing. She's going from bright vowel, twang, even some belting, higher larynx. Then she gradually transitions to less twang, darker vowels, and a lower larynx into a decrescendo where the larynx goes up, the vowels get tinier, and she trails off. All the while controlling her larynx, tilting the cartilage. Like, there's just so, it was so, and it wasn't like on, off, right? It was just gradually molded. So let's talk about this, because it deserves it. Twang, higher larynx, brighter vowel. Switches back to a little bit more of a speech-like with a little thyroid cartilage tilt. Let's explain what that is just briefly. So this is the thyroid cartilage, and the vocal folds are attached to the back of it. It's the thyroid cartilage is the Adam's apple, right, for lack of a better term. And when the thyroid cartilage tilts, it will stretch out the vocal folds because you're straight line to a diagonal, right? So it's like, here are the folds ordinarily. Now they're being kind of stretched out like this. The added effect, too, is that now the vocal tract is longer, right? Now, if you've tilted your thyroid cartilage, you have this extra space, which makes the instrument larger, right? It makes your vocal tract longer, which is why when we tilt the thyroid cartilage, we get kind of this more sumptuous sound. We go from, I believe, right? And we can change the vowels too to give that sort of effect, but it's a pretty noticeable difference. So she's going in and out of high larynx, twang, bright vowel. Darkening of the vowel. Still a higher larynx. Twang, higher larynx. This is like Whitney Houston style gospel, which might piss off some gospel people, but this is really, really great. I wish I knew the words because she's so specific. I can't help but imagine it is informed by the lyrics. And it is unfortunate that I don't know the words to this as they happen in time. I'm actually really, really, really surprised how well she's doing with gospel idioms. Gospel is so hard. It's super hard. It is incredibly athletic. It is difficult. In case you didn't, just wanted to repeat that in case you didn't get it the first time I said it. But it also has extremely specific idioms that are borrowed in pop selectively, right? Gospel has influenced a ton of music, from musical theater to pop, yada, 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 yada. But there's a collective representation here of those artistic idioms, which is, for lack of a better word, dope. I think I just killed that word single-handedly. Anyway. I'm right there with her, right? Like, I'm totally there. I just want, whoever this girl is, I'm with you. That's a little bit more borrowed. That's not necessarily a gospel idiom as much as it's just really cool. Obviously, there are high notes in gospel as well. They're generally not approached in that way. Next time I hear there's some ignorant comments that are pervasive in music. One is that certain kinds of people when they're musicians, they don't have emotions. This is a prime example of those people needing to shut up. Second, this idea that if you sing gospel or you belt, that it is bad for you and you will not be able to learn opera. Obviously, there have been so many artists on both sides of these arguments that have dispelled the bull. But I want to take a moment to point it out so that every single one of us has an opportunity to give those arguments the middle finger. Let's continue. Man. I do want to point out one thing that's really, 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 really difficult. This moment where she has no accompaniment for like a good 2 or 3 phrases. This is scary. Because if you go even an ounce flat, the next time the accompanying instruments come in, you're gonna be able to tell immediately if someone is flat. It's going to be awkward. And yet, she's right on the money. Like, right on the money. This isn't, to a degree, there is a prerequisite of being a musician, of some competence to do this. But for the most part, pitch is usually a technique issue. It's not a people throw down tone deafness like casually. Tone deafness is a condition. Can you hear this? And is it a different note than this? If there are people who in this world cannot discern those differences, whether it's ear damage, like, you know, some sort of thing, this is rare. It is rare that people cannot tell the two difference. Like literally, to recreate this, go swimming in a pool for like a nice hour, then go to try to play a piano. You're gonna be like, wow, this thing sounds grotesquely out of tune. That's kind of one of the things that's similar to tone deafness. It's a condition. So having the melody in your ear, yeah, there's some difficulty with that, but she is not holding back at all. She's not only communicating and expressing big feelings, she's going through them. This is one of the hardest things to do as a singer because you have to practice going there, right? You have to practice immense emotional anguish, joy. You have to experience this stuff. And while you do experience this stuff, you can't have tension. Because if you do, and the song has it to where the accompaniment cuts out entirely, you will be flat. And all of a sudden, all of this emotional investment that you made is not as compelling. It's not illegitimate, right? But if you're super flat and the accompaniment comes in and people are, oh, okay, right? It takes you out of it a little bit. So that's probably one of the more impressive elements to me. Because as crazy as all the high notes are, and they, you know, yeah, okay. They're crazy. But I think this is actually harder to do, if I'm being real with you. I think this is really, really, really impressive.